Alright, hey guys, it is TsubakiSwagg and I'm coming to you with my first impressions of a awesome, I want to say this is probably going to be a freaking awesome anime. It's already on episode 3 and there's already, looks like there's going to be some epic sadness. This episode looks, it's awesome. This anime is so freaking dope. It looks so dope. Can't even talk, I'm so excited. So as you can tell by the title, this is going to be my first impressions of KanColle. I want to say that's how you pronounce it. I could be absolutely wrong. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to say it's KanColle. And this show, like, just the graphics by itself is freaking amazing. Like, when they're like scooting across the water, it looks like this is the first anime I've ever seen do like 2D and 3D in one show, like in one episode, which is just freaking amazing. I don't understand. This makes me want to learn how to do animation on the computer, but the show is freaking awesome. And from what I've learned from watching the first 3 episodes is this pretty much is about these females, like all of them are girls, all these girls who have like the spirit of ships in their body, and they're able to use this as a way to defeat these evil beings that have taken over the ocean, which is pretty awesome. So main character, her name is Fubuki. She's awesome. She's so cute. But we learn that she is like a special class destroyer, if I remember correctly, and she was brought to the academy that she's at now by recommendation of the administrator, well, the head person. So after, like, during all of this, we find out that she has never actually been in a battle, and she went on her first mission and had never even been on the water for real. So that was an interesting episode. But even like in this most recent, like, and she even meets, like, she meets new people, and she meets somebody to look up to whose name is Akagi, and she meets all these new friends, and she's surrounded by so many people that are rooting for her, that try to help her, because she really doesn't know what she's doing. So they understand where she's coming from, because they all were at that point at one time in their life. So they help her out, and they pretty much make her better, and she saves one of her friends' lives, for example, like in this episode. But it's just, this show looks like it's going to be freaking dope. Because of the animation alone, this show looks like it's going to be freaking awesome. I was so awestruck just, I was just awestruck just by the animation, but the storyline looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. Like, even like I said, in this episode, this newest episode, they show Fubuki, they find out that they're going to be going on a secret, like, sneak attack mission, and she's going to be part of it, which we found out in last week's episode. And Fubuki, she's so terrified of messing up, because she has no confidence in herself, because she's never really been on a mission before. So all of her friends and everybody that knows her is trying to help her. They give her like charms and food, and they even pep talk her up to make her feel better. And her friend her friend Mutsuki, Mutsuki, I think it's Mutsuki. She, like, pretty much is like her white knight, and makes her feel like she can do anything. And Fubuki honestly doesn't know how to express that to her. So that at one point, she would, like, the morning of the secret attack mission, she is out training, and Akagi comes out there, and she pretty much tells her, like, she shows her what she needs to do. She pretty much tells her, it's like, shoot true, never miss. And Fubuki keeps this like close to her heart. Like she even says it later on in the episode, and Akagi pretty much tells her that you need to be true to who you are and tell people that are important to you how you feel, because you never know when they might not be there anymore, which stands true for anything, like anything in general that stands true. So she was like, I honestly don't know how to tell Mutsuki that how I feel. So she just runs up to her and she was like, I love you and thank you. And it was just so sweet. It was like, oh. So then after that, we see like they're about to go on their mission, and Mutsuki tries to tell Kisaragi, whom was her Mutsuki, and she was like, after we come back from the mission, I want to tell you something. And this is like a confession of love, and she was blushing and everything. And this was like, no, well, maybe, but just after we come back. So Kisaragi was like, okay. So they all went their separate ways, and they got attacked. And Fubuki, like I said, Fubuki saved Mutsuki from being bombed, and Fubuki was awesome. She did awesome in this episode. So proud of her. After all that training and all that hard work, it actually did pay off. So after that, we see like Kisaragi, she saw that they were okay, and she gets bombed by a stray fighter pilot, and she sinks. And it was just like, after all that happened, I had a feeling that something bad was going to happen, but I didn't think she was going to die, which really sucked. So, like, aw, it makes me sad. But, so, at this point, Mutsuki doesn't even know that Kisaragi is dead, because nobody told them. Like, they found out about it, but they didn't tell her because they didn't want her to be upset. Which I think, in a way, like, one of the sisters said, that's crueler than not telling her. I mean, that's crueler than actually telling her what happened. So, I mean, I guess it's up to interpretation, but this show looks like it's going to be freaking awesome. I'm so looking forward to reviewing the show. I know for a fact I am going to review this show. So, as always, I would love to hear how you guys feel about the show. What are your thoughts on the show? How did you feel about this episode? But, as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.